Mm-mm. Hello, everybody. It's me again. It's Russell Mills. October 1st, 2018. I want to say hello to everybody. Hope everybody's blessed today. This video is going to be about our brother Bill Cosby. I'm just going to give you guys, reading off my phone. So, Mr. William Henry Cosby Jr. is born July 12th, 1937, as a stand up comedian, actor, musician, author, and convicted sex offender. Mr. Bill Cosby, he was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He is age 81 right now. He went to Temple University, 1971. University of Massachusetts Amherst, MED, 1973. ED, 1976. His occupation, obviously, actor, comedian, musician, author. He is active 1961 and 2018. And he has 3 counts of aggressive, aggravated, indecent assault. This is the criminal penalty that's between 3 and 10 years in state prison and 25,000 fine. This is currently incarcerated at the State Correctional Institution, Phoenix, classified as sexual violent predator. And his wife's name's Camille Hanks, married since 1964, which he's cheated on many times with other women. Um, five children include Erica Cosby and Enos Cosby. His convictions: 3 count of aggravated indecent assault. So it says Cosby began his career as a stand-up comic at the Hunger Eye in San Francisco during the 1960s. He then landed a starring role in the television show I Spy. So I don't know, you young people don't know that's an old show that he used to do, followed by his own sitcom, The Bill Cosby Show, which ran for 2 seasons from 1969 to 1971. This is in 1972, using the Fat Albert character developed during his stand-up routines. Cosby created, produced, and hosted an animated comedy television series, Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, which ran until 1985, centering on a young group of young friends growing up in the urban area. Since throughout the 1970s, Cosby starred in about half a dozen films and occasionally returned to film later in his career. He attended Temple University in 1960 and received his bachelor's degree in 1971. In 1973, he received his master's degree from the University of Massachusetts. I live in Massachusetts, Amherst, and he earned his Doctor of Education degree in 1976, also from the UMass. He discussed the use of the Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids as a teaching tool in elementary schools. Beginning in the 1980s, Cosby produced and starred in the television show The Cosby Show, which was a very successful show, by the way, which aired from 1984 to 1992 and was rated as the #1 show in America from 1985 to 1989. Since the sitcom highlighted the experience and growth of an affluent African American family, Cosby produced the spin off show A Different World, which aired from 1987 to 1993. He also starred in the Cosby Mysteries from 1994 to 1995 and the sitcom Cosby from 1996 to 2000 and hosted Kids Say the Darndest Things from 1998 to 2000. Since Cosby's career and image was seriously damaged in the mid 2010s by many sexual assault accusations, the earliest which dates back decades. More than 60 women accused him of rape, drug facilitated sexual assaults, and sexual battery, child sexual abuse, and sexual misconduct. Although the statute of limitation had by then expired in nearly all cases, Cosby was found guilty of 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault in April of 2018 and sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison. Let's just read this. Cosby has been the subject of highly publicized accusation of rape, drug facilitating, sexual assault, sexual battery, child sexual abuse, and sexual misconduct, the earliest of which were said by the accusers to have taken place in the mid-1960s. In October 2014, as part of the comedy routine, comedian Hannibal Buress alluded to covert sexual misbehavior by Cosby, which went viral and resulted in more women coming forward to state that they were assaulted by Cosby. Many additional accusations were made after the date. The date of the incident in question spanned from 1965 to 2008 across 10 U.S. states and one Canadian province. It says Cosby has repeatedly denied the allegations and maintained his innocence. In November 2014, responding to a question about the allegation, I don't talk about it. In past interviews, they were made public. Cosby declined to discuss the accusation. However, he told Florida Today people shouldn't have to go through that and shouldn't have to answer questions like that. It says in May of 2015, he said, I've been in the business for 52 years. I've never seen anything like this. Reality is a situation, and I can't speak. It says, in the wake of the allegation, numerous organizations have several ties with Cosby, and honors entitled that were previously awarded to him have been revoked. Reruns of The Cosby Show and other shows featured Cosby's have been pulled from syndication by many organizations. 25 colleges and universities have not honored his degree. This is in an attempt to explain the backlash against Cosby. Adweek reporter Jason Lynch noted that the media landscape has changed considerably and has now been joined by the far less forgiving social media era. This is due to the delay of reporting the crimes. Most of the acts fall outside of the statute of limitations for criminal prosecutions, but criminal charges were filed against Cosby in one case, and numerous civil lawsuits have been brought against him. As of November 2015, 8 related civil suits were active against Cosby. High-profile attorneys, Gloria Allred is representing 33 of the alleged victims. Says in July of 2015, some of the court records from Adriana Constant 2005 civil suit against Cosby were unsealed and released to the public. The full transcript of his deposition was released to the media by the court reporting services. In his testimony, Cosby admitted to casual sex involving recreational use of sedative quaaludes, which is a series of young women, and acknowledged that his dispensing the prescription drug was illegal. It says in December of 2015, 3 Class 2 felony charges of aggravated indecent assault were filed against Cosby in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, based on the allegations by Constant concerning incidents in January of 2004. Cosby's first trial in June 2017 ended in a mistrial and a retrial by the jury. He was found guilty on April 26, 2018 of 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault. This is on September 25th, 2018, he was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in state prison. After a brief period in the Montgomery County Correction Facility, Cosby was moved to state prison, SCI Phoenix, and skipped back Townsend, Pennsylvania on September 25th, 2018, where he's confined to a single cell. This is crazy. This is crazy. So Cosby married Camille Hanks on January 25th, 1964. Together they have 5 children: Erica, 1965, Aaron, 1966, Enos, 1969 to 1997. He died Ennis, 1973 to 2018. I guess she must have died too. And Elvin, 1976. Their only son, Enos, was murdered on January 16, 1997, while changing a flat tire on the side of Interstate 405 in Los Angeles. Cosby's daughter, Enos, died of renal disease on February 23, 2018, while waiting a kidney transplant. The Cosbys have three grandchildren. Cosby, a Protestant, maintains home in Shelburne, Massachusetts. And wow, let's read this a little bit of this. Cosby hosted the Los Angeles Playboy Jazz Festival from 1979 to 2012. George Lopez has hosted the event since then. Known as a jazz drummer, he can also be seen playing bass guitar with Jerry Lewis and Sammy Davis Jr. on Hugh Hefner's 1970 talk show. His Story, The Regular Way, was featured in Playboy December 1968 issue. Cosby has become an active member of the Jazz Foundation of America. Cosby became involved with the foundation in 2004. For several years, he's been featured host for its annual benefit, A Great Night in Harlem at the Apollo Theater in New York City. Cosby and his wife have collected over 300 works of African American art since 1967. The works went on display in Conversations, an exhibit at the National Museum of African Art in 2014. It says the show became controversial as increasing number of sexual assaults, alleged assault allegations against Cosby became prominent. Cosby is supportive of Alameda Temple University, particularly its men's basketball teams, whose games Cosby frequently attended prior to his arrest. He is also a member of the Omega Psi Phi fraternity. He was initiated in fraternity's Beta Alpha graduated chapter in the White Plains, New York in 1988. Says in 2016, Cosby's attorney reported that he is now legally blind. In an April 2017 interview with the National Newspaper Publishers Association interview he only agreed to do as long as the NNPA portrayed him as a positive light. Both Cosby and one of his former publicists confirmed this, noting he lost his sight at some point in 2015. During Autumn Jackson's extortion trial in July of 1997, Cosby testified that he made private payments to Sean Upshaw, a woman who had briefly been his lover in Las Vegas during the early 70s. Upshaw later told Cosby that he was the father of her daughter, Autumn Jackson. Cosby denied being the father and said that he gave Upshaw a total of about $100,000 because he did not want her to publicly reveal the affair. The then 22-year-old Jackson was sentenced to 26 months in jail for trying to extort U.S. $40 million from Cosby. In the trial, in the appeal, the court held that Jackson's belief that she was Cosby's child, even if sincere, was irrelevant to the question of her guilt. The courtship stated that the mere fact that she was Cosby's child would not have entitled her to $40 million she demanded, and therefore the demand was not good, whether or not she believed herself to be Cosby's daughter. Although both Jackson and Cosby stated at various times that they will undergo DNA testing to determine Jackson's paternity, the two sides never reached an agreement as to when and how to perform the test. After Jackson's conviction, Cosby provided a blood sample for testing, but Jackson refused to participate. Let me tell you guys something. I'm not going to keep talking about this, but I'm going to say this. I think this is crazy, first and foremost. And number two, all these women that came out and said that Bill Cosby did all this stuff. I'm not saying that Bill Cosby's some angel because we know he's not. We know that he's had an affair. He's cheated on his wife. We already know that. He's been in this business. And the business is, it's not a good business. The entertainment business Fame, there's a price to pay for fame. You know that. Whether it's your children, they have to get sacrificed or not, but there's always a price. Okay, I don't think that situation with this child changing the flat tire in '97, I don't think that was just a complete accident. Okay, I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm going above and beyond, but I'm going to say this. I don't believe all these women did all that. Okay, he did all that to all those women. I'm sure, he was famous. He made money. He was on TV. They saw a black man being successful. That was funny. That did his thing. I get it, but I don't believe all those women did. I don't believe he did that to all those women. And it just goes to show you today that women today, they like to lie and bullshit. Okay. I'm not going to sit back and say, this is acceptable to any woman to get raped or drugged. No, it's not. I think it's sickening. Okay. Because no man should be doing that to anybody. No woman should be doing that to anybody at the end of the day. That's just how it is. But I just think it's crazy. But it's, from what they said, sentenced from 3 to 10 years. It's like, to me, I'm going to say this. They sentenced him, but they didn't sentence Harvey Weinstein. Okay. And he probably did just as worse. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But see, he's a rich white Jew. Okay. That's in power. Okay. And I think they wanted to set an example to Bill Cosby because he is a so-called black man that had power. Okay. So they wanted to show this man how much we could take away your power. And that's what they did. Okay. See, I'm not saying what he did was right because Bill Cosby, what you did was wrong. Okay. If you did all those cheating on your wife, and I'm not acting like, I've never cheated before in my life because I have. Okay. I've been stupid. Okay. I'm not going to sit back and lie. Okay. I have to. But it's like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You reap what you sow in this life. Remember that. Okay. You reap what you sow in this life. I know this from my own situation. You reap what you sow. But that's how it is. But no, I feel bad that somebody like that has to go through a lot of shit. I feel bad for the families. I feel bad for the alleged victims that if they did go through that, I feel bad for them. I feel bad, even bad for Mr. Cosby. You know what I'm saying? Even though, but see, I think this was a systematic plan to get him anyway. Because I heard rumbles years ago that he wanted to buy NBC. Okay, back in the late '80s, I guess, because he had the money to do it. And just imagine, see, they don't want to see. Imagine if a black man owned NBC. It's like that's one of the most popular control networks in the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like worth trillions of dollars. Like, imagine if a black man owned that. Like I said, but I just still think they shouldn't. I just think they did what they did. They got him. You know what I mean? He's gonna he's doing what he's gonna do, and that's it. But I just want to say, everybody, thank you for watching my videos. Feel free to check out any of my videos. It's Russell Mills, RussellMills, and that's May 22nd, 2017 was my first video called Why Black People Settle for Less. So, like I said, I'm trying to just get more views. I'm not expecting to be no superstar on YouTube or nothing because, some videos don't resonate with the people. Some people will not like my videos. That's just the bottom line. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Some people do not like to hear certain things, but it is what it is. But I want to say thank you for anybody that has viewed any of my videos. Take the time to subscribe. If you choose to, spread the word, and that's it. But everybody, take care. Have a good day. Bye.